Life Education works to bring investors and families together to achieve the American dream of owning their own homes. Here to explain is Mike Fish, Sound Life Education's founder. It's good to see you, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's first talk about what is Sound Life Education and what was your inspiration for creating this?
Well, you know, Sound Life Education kind of evolved from my life. I actually, 20 years ago, lost everything. I was out of a divorce. I was a single parent, 2 little girls. They were 2 and 4. I ended up in a camper on the back of a pickup.
Wow.
I couldn't even get welfare. I didn't have an address. So it was devastating. You know, when your 4-year-old daughter wakes up in the middle of the night crying saying, my life hurts, you just wonder, you know, it really rips a part of you.
Wow, so that inspired, this whole thing inspired you to say, now I want to be able to go out there and help others who are maybe in my situation?
Absolutely. So what I did was, you know, I had tax liens, I had to file bankruptcy, my credit was shot. I didn't even know where to begin. And I reached out and nobody would help me. And you get real humble in those situations. So I always told myself, if I ever made it back, you know, I would pay it forward. I would help others.
Wow.
And so that's what I'm doing. It took me about 7 years to build my life. And then in hindsight, I realized what I had learned, that I could have done this a lot faster had I known what I know now.
Sure. So it took you 7 years, and it probably took a lot of finding out who can help me, how can they help me. So now you want to make it easier for folks to build back up. So how are you helping them? How are you helping families?
What I'm doing is what we're doing now is we're actually working directly with the families. So we actually do an evaluation. We're doing 2 events. This week on Thursday, next week on Tuesday, East Valley this week, West Valley next week. And we're doing these for free because we know people are struggling. So we want to get them started. We're going to start the evaluation process so they really understand where the damage is. Once they know that, we're gearing up for a workshop in the near future where we're actually going to allow them to bring their files in. We're going to have a power team of professionals. They're actually going to work with them to help them rebuild their foundation so that they can have their dream.
Who would be the typical person that can benefit from these seminars?
You know, it's just about for everybody. I mean, there's hardly anybody that didn't get hit one way or another in this economy. So even the people that are doing well, we can show them how they can benefit helping others. But just about everybody, and we're prepared for that. We can help a massive amount of people. In fact, we're asking people to notify us if they're attending. If the event, as it grows, if we find we need more room, the hotels are prepared to expand the rooms to accommodate everyone. We want nobody left behind. Everybody deserves their dream.
And you've got this book. I'm going to hold this up here. And this is kind of everything that you learned, I'm assuming, in 7 years in a nutshell.
Absolutely. And I taught the class. And we're going to give a couple of these away. I'm going to give one away at each of the events. We can also show families how they can get a free copy. You know, if they want to participate in certain programs, we can do that.
Okay.
So it's
so whether you're facing bankruptcy, you're in trouble with your home, you're upside down, you're being threatened by foreclosure, or you know somebody who's in this situation, or let's say you are in a pretty decent situation, but you want to see if there's something else you could do. All of those people.
All of those people. We want to talk to all of them. Even, you know, even people in bankruptcy, do you know there's benefit to that? There is a real benefit to that, and people can actually take off and get things done. Like I say, what took me 7 years, we're accomplishing in months for these families. I'm seeing credit reports turning around. We're getting, I had one client that had 32 negative issues removed off their credit report. Wow. And using some of our programs, built brand new credit on there already.
So it's knowing the know-how to get things done, and that's what you're going to show folks with the book. So once again, the first event is tomorrow, and the next event is next week, correct?
That's correct.
All right, we've got all the information. It's going to be on your website.
Absolutely.
It's easy to just go there. So if you want more information, you want to kind of get your life back on track, you can go to soundlifeeducation.com, and there's the phone number right there on the screen, and all the information on the seminars will be on there. Thank you again.
Very good. Thank you very much.
All righty.